Uranus and Gemini. Let's talk about it. Now, Uranus enters Gemini in a couple of more days, and I'm here to talk about how this is going to impact your individual sign. Have y'all seen my glasses, by the way? Where are my glasses? That's better. Now, first things first, Uranus enters Gemini on July 7th, 2025, and this is an 8-year transit. The last time that Uranus was in Gemini was during the time of World War II. Astrologers have been talking about this time for a long time, but that's a whole nother video. We're not even going to say we told y'all so. Aries. Now, Aries, over the next 8 years, the way that you communicate and express yourself to other people is going to change. So those of you Aries that are a bit introverted, or you've been holding back, you've sort of been in your own shell, you're going to be broken out of that shell, and you're going to be broken out of a comfort zone, because Uranus in Gemini is all about disrupting communication, disrupting systems. We have to remember that Uranus is the planet of rebellion. It's the planet of chaos. So it is going to shake up how you communicate with others and how you view the world around you. Taurus. Now, Taurus, Uranus will briefly enter your sign in November of 2025, and this is going to have lasting impacts on your financial situation. I happen to believe, though, that you can actually alchemize this energy to your benefit, and the way that you can do that is by using this time to establish your financial boundaries and to also establish your career motives and the things that are passionate to you. It is a more grounded energy when Uranus enters your sign, which means you will be able to tap in with yourself financially. And by then, you will probably know more of what you would like to embark on in terms of your career endeavors. Gemini. Now, Gemini, I don't have to tell you that this is going to impact you probably the most. Now, Gemini, you are ruled by the third house of communication, technology, and education. So you can expect that the next 8 years is going to bring about a shift in how you view things. It's also going to bring about a shift in your perspective. And a lot of you will be making a very pivotal career change in the area of public speaking or something that involves technology in some form or fashion. This is going to be a deeply transformative time for you, Gemini, on both a personal and spiritual level, because you're going to learn on a deeper level how to communicate, how to express yourself through certain art forms, and the way that you see things now is not going to be the way that you see things by the end of this transit, which will be 8 years from now. Cancer. Now, Cancer, this is going to hit your 12th house of subconscious and your mental health. You will need to pay close attention to your mental health these next couple of years, because you are going to be shaken up. Now, again, I don't think that this is a bad thing. I think that the way that you can actually make this work to your benefit is by making sure that you pay attention to how you're feeling, but also to learn how to listen to yourself on a mental level. Also, you're known for being very intuitive, Cancer, but your intuition is going to be even more heightened, which could bring about another spiritual awakening within the next 8 years for you. Very intense energy, but again, I happen to believe that you can alchemize it like anything else. Part 2 of Uranus and Gemini and how this will impact your astrological sign. Leo. Leo, this energy is going to be hitting your social circle really hard. You're going to find that certain friendships over the next couple of years are really just going to phase out, and you're going to find yourself getting involved in different sorts of communities and different types of social causes. So don't be surprised if that friendship that you've been questioning for a while actually ends up drifting away. Any type of social constructs that are being broken down over the next 8 years in your life, you need to accept it for what it is, because chances are you guys are just growing in different directions, or you could be outgrowing that relationship in general. Virgo. This period of time is going to mark a lot of career changes for you, Virgo, and you may actually be shifting into different career paths altogether. You want to also keep in mind, Virgo, that this particular transit is going to hit your 10th house of public image, and a lot of that energy could be changing. The way that you view the world in relation to yourself and your career is going to face a dramatic facelift. Libra. Libra, you're going to be making a lot of changes, possibly in the area of traveling and actually moving. This could even manifest in the form of you making certain changes to your personal beliefs And I've mentioned this in another video before, but you're represented by the scales. So this Uranus and Gemini energy is going to motivate you to want to make a big change in the area of social justice. And you're going to find yourself making some very bold decisions and making a really big impact in the world around you. Don't be surprised if you find yourself moving to a different country. Scorpio. This is going to hit your 8th house really, really heavy. And you're going to be feeling a huge impact in the area of change. Keeping in mind, Scorpio, that you already rule change and death by rebirth. So this change could manifest in the area of your personal appearance. It can manifest in the area of your relationships and even your career, similar to Virgo. But you're a chameleon, Scorpio, and the way that you're able to process and compartmentalize change should be studied. In other words, you're going to be prepared for whatever's to come, and you're going to be able to weather the storm. Sagittarius, this energy is going to hit your 7th house of relationships and partnerships. This could actually rock a lot of those relationships that you've been questioning, similar to Leo. You're going to be facing a lot of transformations in how you view people and how you view the people around you. This could even impact your business partnerships for those of you that are business owners. But don't worry about this because, as I mentioned, Uranus and Gemini is here to shake things up so that we're able to grow as people. Part 3 of Uranus and Gemini and how this will impact your astrological sign. And now we're on Capricorn. Now, Capricorn, this is going to primarily affect your 6th house of routine and health. And even like your work ethic and how you work as a person is going to be impacted. So the next 8 years, you could be making some changes around your organization. But I feel like for some reason, a lot of you will be making some health changes, health positive changes, weight loss transformations, goals pertaining to your health. I feel like you're going to be achieving those in the next 8 years. You see how I like to keep it positive? Aquarius. Now, this energy is going to be impacting your 5th house of creativity and relationships. And I happen to believe, Aquarius, that this is a very positive energy. I see you guys making a lot of changes to your creative expressions and how you express yourself to your friends, family, and to the world. I also feel like this is a very romantic energy. And for those of you that are single Aquariuses, I feel like the next 8 years are going to be very pivotal in the moment or in the area of your love life. You could meet your soulmate, Aquarius. Others of you that's already met your soulmate, I feel like your relationship will be getting stronger. Pisces. Pisces, this energy is going to primarily affect what you consider home. And for some of you Pisces, this could actually result in a really big move, similar to Libra. You're redefining certain things in your life, such as where you always thought you wanted to be. There's like a big shift happening around your sense of identity and what you thought you might take on in your life, the career that you thought you might choose, the people that you thought you might surround yourself with. All of that is being shattered. Keeping in mind that you do rule the house of illusions and self-conscious energy, and I've talked about this in a previous video, that a lot of that energy is leaving and reality is setting in and has been setting in for a lot of you Pisces already. But I see very positive energy even though reality is setting in. If you enjoyed my Uranus breakdown for all 12 signs, make sure you're following me and make sure to also click the link at the top of my profile to book a personal reading with me.